and start the webinar now.
Where's Michael?
He's standing by.
Oh.
Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody had a happy and healthy new year and a restful break. Because this is a remote meeting, I am going to ask Ms. Sullivan to please call the roll.
Thank you. Mr. James?
Present.
Dr. Coleman?
Present.
Mr. O'Neill? Dr. Rivera?
Present.
Ms. Robinson?
Present.
Mr. Tran?
Present.
Ms. Oliver Davila?
Present.
Thank you.
Ms. Sullivan, I'm here as well. Mr. O'Neill.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. Tonight's meeting is being shared live on Zoom, and it will be rebroadcast on Boston City TV and posted on the school committee's webpage and also on YouTube. For those of you joining us on Zoom or at a later date, you can find tonight's meeting documents posted on the committee's webpage, bostonpublicschools.org/school committee under the January 4th meeting link. The agenda has been translated in all of the major BPS languages. The 2021 meeting calendar will be publicly posted once it is approved. The committee is pleased to be offering live simultaneous interpretation in Spanish, Cantonese, Mandarin, Vietnamese, and American Sign Language. Look for the interpretation icon, the globe at the bottom of your screen, and select your language preference. In order to access this feature, you must update the latest version of Zoom. Please visit support.zoom.us. Juan Bernal is our Spanish interpreter. Juan, if you could please introduce yourself and invite our Spanish-speaking audience to switch their Zoom channel into Spanish.
Sure. Thank you, Madam Chair. Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone. My name is Juan Bernal. I am the Spanish interpreter. I will be providing simultaneous interpretation throughout this meeting. My name is Juan Bernal. Mi nombre es Juan Bernal. Yo soy el intérprete para español. Aquellas personas que necesiten el servicio de interpretación tienen que buscar el icono redondo que parece un globo terrestre en la parte baja de la pantalla. Van a tener dos opciones. Tienen que seleccionar el español para que puedan escuchar mi interpretación simultánea. Aquellas personas que no vean el icono tienen que bajar la versión más actualizada de Zoom para poder tener acceso a este icono. Aquellas personas que estén utilizando un teléfono celular o una tableta tienen que buscar los tres puntos que aparecen en la parte de arriba derecha de la pantalla y seleccionar el icono de la interpretación. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Terry Yin is our Mandarin interpreter. Terry, can you also introduce yourself and please give the Zoom instructions in Mandarin?
Sure. 大家好，我是 Terry， 我今天会给大家提供国语的翻译。如果大家是需要国语的翻译的话呢，你们待会可以在这个屏幕的下方选择一个地球的按钮，然后呢在里面选择中文，那就是国语的翻译了。我们今天呢还有一个我的同事阿娜会跟大家翻译这个广东话。如果呢你的电脑上面是没有显示出来的话呢，你可以上到这个 zoom.com.us。可以找到最新的这个 Zoom 的版本，然后你更新了以后呢，就可以看到这个翻译的功能了。谢谢 ，Thank you.
Thank you. Anna Say is our Cantonese interpreter. Anna, could you also introduce yourself and give Zoom instructions in Cantonese?
Yes, good evening. Hello, everyone. I'm Anna Say. I'll be your Cantonese interpreter for the meeting tonight. 大家好啊，新年快樂！今晚我係你嘅廣東話翻譯員，好高興我能夠為你翻譯。咁咧，你嘅熒光屏下面咧會有一個地球儀嘅，咁咧你可以咧就係揀點呢個地球儀，然之後咧就揀廣東話翻譯，你就可以聽到我廣東話同步嘅翻譯噶啦。如果咧你係冇呢個功能嘅咧，咁你就要上呢個嘅 zoom.com 咧，咁你就係下載佢最新版本嘅 Zoom 咧，咁你就可以得到呢個翻譯服務噶啦。我另外有一位同事 Terry Yin 咧，佢就係為你提供普通話嘅翻譯嘅。我哋今晚好高興能夠為你提供翻譯服務，多謝大家。Thank you.
Thank you. Duyen True is our Vietnamese interpreter. Duyen, will you please give Zoom instructions and also introduce yourself in Vietnamese?
Tôi tên là Duyên Triệu, tôi thông dịch tiếng Việt. Nếu mà anh chị có cần thông dịch người Việt Nam thì vui lòng hãy nhìn vào cái quả cầu và đánh vào đó thì sẽ có người Việt Nam thông dịch. Đồng thời là nếu mà anh chị có cần phải có tải cái phần mềm Zoom mới nhất thì hãy vô zoom.com.us thì có thể tham gia vào cái buổi họp này qua Zoom. Cảm ơn ạ. Thank you.
Thank you. And I would like for Sherry Kuhn and then Hannah Lewis, if you could please introduce yourselves. They are our ASL interpreters for this evening.
Hi, my name is Sherry Kuhn, and I'm an ASL interpreter. The Zoom instructions have already been interpreted in ASL. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hannah Lewis. I'm also an ASL interpreter. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for being with us this evening. And I just want to remind everybody, if you could please speak at a slower pace to make sure that our interpreters can follow what we are communicating. So thank you. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate Michael O'Neill, who was reappointed to the school committee earlier today by Mayor Walsh. Mr. O'Neill has been a member of the committee since 2008. He served as the chair from 2013 until 2017 and currently serves as vice chair. He's also the chair of the board of the Council of Great City Schools and is a BPS graduate. So congratulations to Mr. O'Neill. We're very excited that you are with us again for another 4 years. And personally, I just want to thank Mr. O'Neill for all of the mentoring he has done for me over the years when I started school committee, like a deer in the headlights, which I still kind of am, but I really thank him. So I'm really happy. So congratulations. And you all can say congratulations as well if anybody wants to say congratulations. Okay, we have clapping.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you for your continued leadership.
Thank you all. And it is, I want to thank Mayor Walsh for his comment. First of all, I want to thank the Citizens Advisory Panel who recommended me along with other candidates to the mayor and appreciate the time interviewing with them. I thank the mayor for appointing me and his confidence. And I thank all my fellow members. And our superintendent. It is an honor to work with all of you. I know how devoted we all are to the students of Boston Public Schools and how we're all committed to improving the educational opportunities for all of them. So to all of my fellow members, and I'm looking at all of you as I say this, it's an honor to work with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our first order of business tonight is the approval of the 2021 meeting calendar. My fellow members, each of you has received a copy of the proposed 2021 calendar. Are there any questions or comments about the calendar? Hearing none, I will now entertain a motion to approve the calendar as presented, recognizing that at times we might have to make changes to accommodate special circumstances. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Tran. Is there any discussion of the motion? Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
Yes.
The meeting calendar is approved.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. We are now going to move on to the election of officers for calendar year 2021, starting with the chairperson. At this time, I would like to issue a call for nominations for chairperson.
I would like to nominate Ms. Alexandra Davila to be the chair.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Coleman. Sorry, I couldn't hear too well. Are there any more nominations for the position of chairperson? Hearing none, I would like to close out the nominations for chairperson. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. Okay, sorry. With there only being one nominee, I would like to entertain a motion to elect myself, Alexandra Oliver Davila, as the chairperson. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Rivera. Is there any discussion to the motion? Okay, Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
Yes.
The motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank all my fellow members for, again, giving me this privilege. I look forward to working with all of you to tackle the challenging work that we have ahead of us. And sorry for that momentary lapse. I'm trying to get used to Robert's Rules of Order. So thank you all for your patience. We're going to now move on to the position of vice chair. At this time, I would like to issue a call for nominations for vice chair.
I would like to nominate Mr. O'Neill because of his deep commitment to Boston's kids, his deep understanding of the Boston community, and his powerful relationship with the Council of Great City Schools, which brings us a huge amount of resources and perspective. I'd like to nominate Mr. O'Neill.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Rivera. Are there any more nominations for the position of vice chairperson? Hearing none, I would like to close out the nominations for vice chair. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Dr. Coleman. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
An enthusiastic yes.
Thank you. It's unanimous.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. The nominations for vice chair are now closed. With there being only one nominee, I would like to entertain a motion to elect Michael O'Neill as vice chair. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms.
Second.
Robinson. Who was the second? Oh,
Harden.
thank you, Dr. Coleman. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
Yes.
Motion is unanimous.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. O'Neill. Before I pass it on to you for a few words, I just wanted to say a few words as well. Again, I want to thank the committee for your vote in support of me and my leadership. And I hope that I will be able to earn that trust from you as well as from the larger community. I know I've said this before, but I will repeat it again, that we really have a lot of work ahead of us, and we really need to continue to deepen the work. It's important to all of us, I know, on this committee, and we're really going to focus on how we develop our skills as a body, our competencies, and the courage to be an anti-racist school committee focused on excellence. And many of you know that this committee spent several days. One of them was in early December, We participated in professional development training with Dr. Kendi, the author of How to Be an Anti-Racist. And he, as well as other staff from BPS, Dr. Granson and his team are going to be working with the school committee to really help us examine our policies to understand how they have contributed and resulted in harm to our communities of color, our poor, our LGBTQ+, and ELL and special education students. We're also really fortunate as a committee that we were able to work with AJ Crabble, the Director of Governance for the Council of Great City Schools, to help us refocus on our core mission of improving student outcomes. He facilitated a piece of our retreat on December 12th, and he is going to continue to support us in developing tools and metrics that will help us maintain a focus on achievement for all of our students. So I thank all the committee again. I look forward to working really deeply with this body, with the superintendent and her team, with all the students from BSAC and with the community at large. And I hope to be able to do the best job that I possibly can. So thank you for this. And now I would like to turn it over to Mr. O'Neill if he would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Chair. I will simply say the past month and a half has shown us a very brief example of what the committee will be like underneath your leadership. And as you well know, the chair is but a servant of the body. And so it is all of us working together to try to improve the educational opportunities. And I'm delighted to help work with you, with our fellow members, with the superintendent, as you said, with BSAC, Mr. James, you have brought a lot to the table this year, as have many of your predecessors. It's very important that we continue to work collaboratively together to try to improve the Boston Public Schools. We all know what the potential is. It's hard work to get there, particularly in this time of a pandemic and the crises that we're facing across this nation. But it's us working together as a body that we can do that for the 55,000+ students who consider us their educational opportunity and for the future generations thereafter. So it's an honor to work with you, Chair Oliver Davila, and my fellow members and superintendent, and I look forward to our year ahead.
Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. And I want to also thank you for reserving again. I know you've done some time as the chair, and I just want to say the deep appreciation I have to be able to work with you. I feel you have so much knowledge, and I feel very, very lucky to be able to work with you. I feel very lucky to work with this committee. Each and every one of you just brings so many wonderful strengths. And I just want to thank also all of the teachers, all the staff, all the personnel, all the students, all the families. I know that it has been a really challenging year for everyone. So I just want to say thank you. And I look forward again to working with everyone. So congratulations again, Mr. O'Neill, for your vice chairmanship. And now this is going to conclude our business for this evening, and our next school committee meeting is going to take place on Wednesday, January 13th at 5 p.m. here on Zoom. And if there's nothing further, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
Madam Chair.
Yes, sorry. If you raised your hand, I apologize. I'm having some technical issues and I can't see my little hands up. So go ahead. Sorry,
I just want
Superintendent.
to say congratulations to both you and the Vice Chair O'Neill, and for your leadership. I really much look forward to the future under your leadership of the school committee. I also want to thank all the committee members, as well as Mr. James, and then all the staff who helps makes these meetings go so well. So thank you also for that. I'm really blessed and honored to be part of this committee and leading the Boston Public Schools. We have a terrific committee, and you are all committed to student outcomes. And I commit to doing the work of the superintendent and my team to getting these student outcomes moving forward. So thank you very much for that and for stepping up to leadership in those positions.
Thank you, Superintendent. We appreciate you as well and all of your work and all the team. And thank you for recognizing the team behind the Zooms. That is so true. And all our interpreters as well that are helping us to make sure that everybody is able to access these meetings. So if there is nothing further, I would like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Is there any discussion or objection to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, can you please call the roll?
Dr. Coleman,
Yes, Happy New Year all.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Dr. Rivera,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Ms. Oliver Davila.
Yes.
It's unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. This meeting is now adjourned. So good night, everyone. Happy New Year. And we will see you again at our next school committee meeting. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.